Yeah, hi there, and these comments are for, I'm just going to use your initials, PR, and you sent me, looks like an integrated essay question, and also some questions about reading strategies. I apologize, it took me a couple of days to get to your answer. You just forwarded your message one more time from yesterday to remind me to answer the question, and your reminder is well taken, so let's see what you said. You say, I have an important question where I'm answering the integrated question. Is it necessary to use according to the passage or according to the lecture, though I'm also not giving my opinion? Yes, I would do that, because if you don't say that, how do we know who is saying what? For example, let's say that you listen to or you read a reading passage about hybrid cars, the benefits of hybrid cars, and let's say you listen to a lecture about the drawbacks of hybrid cars. So if you say, well, hybrid cars have both benefits, have both advantages and disadvantages, first of all, the benefits of hybrid cars are, second of all, the disadvantages of them are. If you don't tell where that information is coming from, it does sound like your opinion, which is why you want to use that. You do want to explain that some of the information is coming from the writer in the reading passage, other information is coming from the speaker in the lecture. So I think it is necessary. In fact, go to the integrated writing section of my course, and there is a question. It's called it's a lesson. It's called Answering the Integrated Writing Task, and you'll see why it's important to do that. Let me show you what lesson number that is. Hold on a minute. And I think what your question is really getting into what's called the point of view. When you're summarizing or paraphrasing, you want to do that from the point of view of the writer or the point of view of the speaker, not from your point of view. And that's why we would acknowledge the sources that we're using within the paper or within the practice test or the IBT integrated writing task, so that way you're avoiding what's called plagiarism. All right, let's take a look at what lesson that is. I'll give you some things to think about. If you go to the writing area of my course, the integrated, it is lesson number 9. It's called Answering the Integrated Writing Task. All right, let's take a look at your next question. Your next question is about reading strategies. You say, when I'm taking the TOEFL IBT, should I read the passage first and then answer the questions, or should I read the question, then read the passage to answer the question? Which technique is better? Some of my friends suggest me this kind of thing. I need your help because you know what is best for me. Please reply ASAP. This is a good question. I have talked to a lot of my students who get over 100, and I do ask them this question, and believe it or not, I will sometimes get both responses. So I think you need to determine what works better for you. Here's my own suggestion. Look at the passage, and what I would do is read the first line of each paragraph only. The first and last line of each paragraph, you're skimming. Now, after each paragraph, on a sheet of paper in 1 or 2 words, write down what the purpose of the paragraph is. Right? And then once you've done that, so if you have 5 or 6 paragraphs, you'll have notes. You have 1 or 2 words about each paragraph. And then go to the questions and look at the question, not the answers. Read the question, then go into the reading passage and find that information. And I think that would be a pretty good strategy. Now, what you can do is to get more familiar with the strategies. I think the reading question types and the strategies for answering them, I'm going to refer you to some lessons in my online TOEFL course right now so you can review these at your leisure. Okay, here are my suggestions. Take a look at reading lesson number 2, reading lesson number 3, reading lesson number 4. Excuse me. Now, in addition to that, I do have some advice from a student who got 109, and she does have some good reading tips, and I'm going to point you to that particular lesson also. And that's actually in the grammar part of my course. Okay, where is it? Got it. Okay, also go to grammar lesson number 5. It says TOEFL tips from Tedu, who scored 109 out of 120. She will also give you some great tips on what you can do during the reading and all the other sections of the TOEFL IBT. So I think a combination of reviewing some of those reading lessons and then reading the tips from Tedu, that should get you put you in the right direction. All right, so I'm going to agree with a lot of people that say don't spend too much time reading the passages. Now, there's one thing that you can do that will help solve the problems that you might have with your reading right now. If you improve your reading speed to 300 words per minute or more, you can do that in the reading section of my course. If you improve your reading section to at least 300 words per minute, you will have time to read the entire passage before you look at the questions. It will not be a problem, because that's a fast reading speed. So that's one thing that you want to do in my online TOEFL course, is to improve your reading speed. All right?